All right. Hope y'all doing all right. I know it's been a little while since we did our last live. I think the last time, or I wasn't able to hop on and do this live, so we back in it. We back in it. So I just wanted to say what's up. Hop on here real quickly, and yeah, let's do it. Sounding. Uh, you're a member of Kerry's camp, so all you gotta do is go to the library, and you can. I mean, nine chords. It's a great to get us to peek into your practice. Your consistency demonstrates that it's a marathon, not a sprint. Exactly. Yeah, definitely. What up? What up? What up? Love from Chino Hills. Sweet. What do I think about the PRS Silver Sky? I've only played it really honestly once, and to be honest with you, the craftsmanship was great, but I wasn't overly impressed with the guitar. Um, Very musical. Seems like a solo with chord tones and tried. You guys are doing well. Good afternoon, wherever you are in the world or whatever. Good evening for those people wherever you are in the world. It's been a minute, but I'm glad we're back together again. I want to take this time and this opportunity to answer questions, to talk about my new book that's coming out. If you haven't already pre-ordered, go ahead and pre-order. Get your workbook. Listen, and I know I have a lot of people who follow me that are international book sales are coming. So we've already talked to my team. We've been working it out, trying to figure out how to make sure we can get the book to you. Right now, we're only taking pre-sales for people that are in the United States. Right there, you see the link. We already dropped the link in the comments. It's www. Kerry's Camp KRYSKAMP.com/workbook. Right. I'm excited about this. This has been a thing that's been in the makings for a while, and I'm super excited because it has a lot of the principles that are really going to help you be consistent in your rehearsal, in your practice, rehearsal, whatever you want to call it, session, so that way you can become the best guitarist possible. And so I'm really excited about it. So definitely, if you guys, especially my YouTube fam, you guys are like always like my rocks. You guys can support me. That would be great. I mean, I have a goal in mind that I would love to do for this first initial launch, and we're getting really close. And I believe in you guys. I believe you guys will be the untapped resource that will help make it happen. So, yeah, definitely do that, man. Please support. I would love to have your support. And I'm doing autograph copies. So if you want to get an autograph copy, now's the time. Jump in while the water is hot because it's only a limited amount. So definitely do that. It says, okay, the question is, what do you do if you can't hear the guitar clean and precise in a song in a mix? Then you have to do, depends on your band. What is your assignment? You have to ask what your assignment is. If you're the only person that yeah, there's no other MD and tell you exactly what to do. Try to pick out rhythmic parts, play rhythmic parts, or create a line that's consistent. So the way like you find a line and you stay with it, and then you listen to whoever is in the band and they tell you like, listen, we want you to do this. So just be flexible, and just realize that you may have had an idea that you think is dope, but they may not want that. They may want this. So you got to be flexible in giving them what they need. So yeah, that's how you approach that. So I'm on here to answer questions, to talk guitars, to talk things practice, to help you guys as much as possible. This is also a great platform to network. If you guys are here and you want to introduce what city you're from, you never know. I mean, there's been a lot of people that I've seen share what city they're from, connect, network, and are able to kind of move forward in their craft. So I think that's super dope that you guys are able to do that. So by all means, you know what I mean? Like, introduce your city, say where you're from. If you have a question, I'm on here to answer a few of your questions. So just let me know. Congrats on the book, man. I really appreciate that. When are you gonna be playing in Atlanta? I think on the first. I think I'm playing at Brownstone here in Atlanta. I've been playing in Atlanta. You gotta follow my social media, but I've been playing in Atlanta. Man, I'm from Europe. Can I get an autograph copy of Russia? Yeah, so the thing about it is, once we start opening up to have autograph copies that I will be selling to them. So by all means, you can definitely hop on. Are you going on tour soon? Honestly, I do not know. And I'm at a place where that's not really a desire in my heart anymore to go on tour. If I get a call to go on tour, if it makes sense, then I'll go. If it doesn't make sense, then I'm cool with what I'm at. I've lived it up. I've got lanyards to prove it. So I'm cool. I'm not really the same desire that I used to have, like when I was first trying to get on. It's not the same level. What guitar are you playing before it's new? No, this guitar is not new. This guitar is guitar from Michael Kelly. They gave this to me a while back earlier this year. So it's a cool guitar. I haven't changed anything on it, like as far as the pickups. And normally I would, but I mean, I've adjusted the bridge a little bit so that way the tremolo bar can do exactly kind of what I wanted to do. But yeah, it was just, I was sitting here and I was like, I have a gig today out of state. So I was just trying to figure out which guitar I wanted to use. And I was like, well, I'm not gonna use the guitar I'm playing tonight because I've got it all seated and it's all good to go. So I said, I'll just grab something. And so I saw this guitar sitting in the corner. I was like, yeah, I haven't played that one in a while. So yeah, so that's kind of how I grabbed that one. Yeah. But yeah, really want to say thank you so much for everybody's support. Those that have already purchased, pre-ordered their books. I mean, you guys have already blown me away. This has been crazy just how many pre-sales that we've already gotten in. And I know that once you guys get it, you guys are going to take it off and run with it. So do me a huge favor. If you're brand new to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe, click the bell to be notified because I'm going to hop on here from time to time to do these lives. I'm going to be sharing information. Sometimes I'll be asking questions, answering questions that are being asked. I'll be talking about various things. I mean, I'm here to try to help you guys as much as possible because I want to give you what you need, what you're looking for. Fluidity in playing. What should I do? What should I practice? Number one, you need to get this workbook because it talks about the consistency in your practice. But then two, if you're not one of my students, one of my campers, I highly suggest that you go to Kerry's camp and become a camper. We have all of the tools that are going to help you become successful when it comes to fluidity in your playing, how you should practice, what you should practice. So check it out, kerryscamp.com, KERRYSKAMP.com. With no tonal center. There has to be some sort of tonal center if if it's a progression. It just doesn't matter what it is. You have to be sensitive enough to listen to and try to find what makes sense. Create simple lines. Don't make it complex. Keep it simple lines and keep it consistent until you can find a vibe where you can really be like, oh, you can expand from that. But that's why I teach a lot of times when it comes to soloing, how you can really just flow off of that minor six to like give you like some ideas. You know what I mean? Oh, we got somebody in the house. That's what's up. I've been waiting so long to get in here, get on here. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. So yeah, I'm loving these questions. Yeah, if you got questions, man, please ask your questions. That's what I'm here to do today is answer questions, to help try to give you some insight on maybe some areas that may be a little fuzzy for you, a little hazy that you're just trying to figure out. And also I'm here to, talk about, my workbook if you're looking to grow more in your craft and have consistent like rehearsal schedule and understand how you want to practice and you want to rehearse. You need to go ahead and pre-order this book. I'm telling you, we're taking pre-orders now for everybody that's in the US. If you're outside of the US, we will do another whole thing where we'll talk about the pre-orders are available for everybody that's outside of the US. But right now, it's only for the people that are inside of the US. If you want to get one of these workbooks, I am signing some autographed copies. So if you want an autographed copy, go ahead and jump in and get your pre-sales. So it's Kerry's Camp, KERRYSKAMP.com/workbook. The link is already in one of the comments, so you can click on the link. It's pretty self-explanatory. It'll walk you through it, and it's easy money. So I hope you will take advantage of this because I said there's a limited number of autographed copies. If you want me to sign it, let me know. Go ahead and make that happen. So both weird and a hard question. If your house caught on fire, okay, yeah, definitely weird question. And there's only one guitar to take. Why? And because that's like right now, that's my go-to guitar. It's like my Swiss Army knife. It can do everything. So I would take, but not. What is the difference between intervals and scale degrees? That's a jazz question. And so honestly, when it comes to that, scale degrees, we're talking about like theory. So I don't want to get too wrapped up into theories because I try to keep most of my stuff generalized here or whatever. But if you want to talk offline, we can definitely talk offline. Because power chords are more associated with rock music, and what I teach primarily is R&B, neo soul, and gospel. But if you want to learn how to play power chords, it's essentially just the root chords and just strumming through it. So like understanding the power notes in order to make power chords is not very difficult. It's not very challenging. But I personally will not make a lesson on power chords because it doesn't really go with the ideology that I'm teaching, because it kind of like is a different genre per se. And essentially, the power chord is almost like a bar chord anyway. So, but yeah, it's really going to help you unpack and show you how to practice consistently and give you kind of the tools to really just be effective in your practice. So I'm really excited about getting this thing in your hands. I think it's going to be great. Oh, we got people on here from New Zealand. That's what's up. That's what's up. I wanted to learn it for CCM gospel playing. Again, power chords are like bar chords. That's essentially what it is. Hey, Kerry, what should I practice when I don't know what to practice? Um, you're Ralph, you're a prime candidate to become a camper. That's why it's really important to have the tools and the roadmap. So you should definitely check out Kerry's Camp, KERRSKAMP.com. You should check out Kerry's Camp because we have roadmaps to show you how to practice when you don't know what to practice, and what techniques, what areas that of weaknesses that you may have. So you should. In fact, it's more than I believe. I know that it's definitely going to help you grow in your craft, because I've seen guitar players who have never seen a guitar, and of how guitar works is definitely going to really help you unlock your full potential. In your opinion, what is the most universal good for pop, jazz, R&B, rock? Um, and some would say a Strat. Some might say a Telly. Some might say guitarist. There's a lot of different guitars depending on what's in your hands. It's really the application of the knowledge that the person has. Um, a guitar can technically almost do anything. It's just the application of the person that has the knowledge that has a guitar in their hands. If you're playing for an artist, it's a lot of egos. That's really what it is when it comes to music. There's a lot of egos. You're there to do a job. You're there to support the artist. So if they said this is what they want, even though you don't agree with it, give them what they want. At the end of the day, if you feel like it's too much for you to deal with after the gig is over with, everything is done, by all means, you can definitely walk away. This is what they need. At the end of the day, you're there to support and sabotage, an opportunity that you could have. Thanks for that. I'm checking out Kerry's Camp now. Sweet. From Scott, Louisiana. Sweet. I appreciate you taking the time to teach us, because a lot of guys on the show, but they don't. That's just true. I'm one of these guys that definitely understands. I want to have the heart for the people that will. I just want to say thank you very much. You're very talented. I'm a big fan from South Korea. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's it. I'm leaning on a Les Paul for a while, but I'm definitely going to get a Telecaster. Thanks. Sweet. Which one was your favorite episode of Carrie's Corner and why? Which was my favorite episode? Huh. I don't know, because a lot of interviewing my friends, and when it comes to your friends, especially like musician friends, homies, I don't have a favorite. I'm cool with everybody, and like genuinely go hard for them. So I can't say which one was my favorite. But we've had a lot of amazing guests come on and speak and share with the students, share with you guys. So I'm really excited about the people that we have. I am working on trying to get some more, but now that everything's kind of picking up, people's schedules are starting to kind of open up. So, but that was a great question. I enjoyed the episode with Jules. It's a good friend. He was a student. Now he's blazing it on the highest level. So that's what's up. Do lessons as they kind of come. It's not just I only focus in on 90s R&B. I focus on asking for. So it has been recently. I've had different. Like some people want gospel, some people want Afrobeats, some people want this. So I'm just trying to manage it as best. I'm only one person. Um, um, I suppose up. I just signed up for Kerry's camp membership. Sorry, I had to come downstairs. But what I was saying was a lot of times when it comes to Carrie's Corner, it's one of those things as I thought of a way to like talk to like musicians who are at the highest level. They're playing at a high level, either they're professionally or a social media influencer or whatever it is. Because sometimes we don't get a chance to see the behind the scenes stuff and really understand how it all works. So definitely, I think those people who come on to Carrie's camp who are brand new should definitely check out Carrie's Corner because there's a lot of valuable information there. That guitarists that are sharing information. We've had the guitars from Maroon 5. We've had the guitars for Justin Bieber. We've had J-Mo. We've had Melanie Faye. We've had a lot. Nicholas Vinaglue. We've had a lot of people that share information. So definitely want to, you guys to take advantage of that. Yeah, we need that Martha Manuzzi tutorial. Listen, I appreciate y'all, man, but like, listen, there's a lot of stuff that you guys want, and I have to try to manage as much as possible. I want the Martha Manuzzi, what I'm saying, tutorial as well. You know what I mean? But time is limited. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll definitely try to give it a go. Let's see what else. What is your technique when recording acoustic guitar? It depends. So it depends on if I'm having to record here at the house or if I got to go to a session. You know what I mean? You must have made an acoustic loop or melodies from producers. So technically, I try to like, I think of any time that I record, whether it be acoustic or whether it be electric, I think of a sandwich, and it has layers to it. So I try to like, give a nice foundation and then build upon that because I don't try to put everything all in one track because it can be too much and can be oversaturated. And sometimes the producers don't want to have to weed through everything to figure out what everything is. So it's like, essentially panning certain things, placing things certain places so the way it makes the most sense. And simplicity is key a lot of times when it comes to acoustic because you don't want to like do too much. So try to keep it simple. Try to find colorful chords that like lay a lush foundation and then just build around it. I'm playing in a band, an array of genres from R&B, rock, reggae, but it's just me on guitar. I'm a bass player and a drummer. Any tips on how to make our sound more full? Depending on the song, you want to be intentional. That's what I would tell you. Definitely want to be intentional when it comes to the song and figuring out specifically what your assignment is. So if you're playing in the 3-piece or 2-piece, whatever the case is, you want to try to, and then maybe having stems. You may want to have something to kind of help thicken up the sound. You know what I mean? So having stems could definitely be cool. How are you doing through this COVID-19? Man, I'm doing great, James. Honestly, man, I am flourishing. COVID-19 has not really stifled me at all. If anything, it's helped me to grow and be more focused when it comes to my business. What gauge of strings are best for R&B and funk? I don't know what's best. I mean, I play tens. That's just my personal preference. But there's no best. It's all whatever the personal preference is. You know what I mean? So you guys got to really lose that word of what's the best because it's not true. It's really whatever your preference is. Whatever my preference is may be different from yours. So that doesn't mean it's the best. It's just what I prefer. Do, 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 do. Says, I'm familiarizing myself with neo soul guitar. Do you have any recommendations for albums, artists? Yeah, listen to Moonchild. Listen to like artists like Erykah Badu. You have Jill Scott's. And then just go on Spotify and put in neo soul, and then I'm sure a whole bunch of different artists and playlists will show up and populate. So there's a lot of different ways that you can find what you need to, what you're looking for. I find it helpful to change the tone of your guitar to a low treble with the amp brings out the highs. It just depends on the guitar. I mean, again, like some guitars are pickups preferences and how they're placed. Some guitars are pickups are brighter than others. Some are darker. So you just got to pretty much figure out what works best for you and your guitar combination and what kind of tone that you have in your ear. So that's what I would say when it comes to that. How was your birthday, man? My birthday was everything I needed to be. It was great, man. I had a great time. Went to Cancun, enjoyed myself, ate some good food, went on a couple excursions. Yeah, enjoyed myself at the pool. The resort was everything, man. It was great. So I had a great time. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I turned 40, so it was a great time. How was the resort? Was it packed? No, actually, the resort was not packed. But what the interesting thing was, I didn't realize the Miss America pageants, like the contestants were there at the resort. So that was like a pleasant surprise. I'm originally from Alabama, and Alabama had to play Florida. So I was able to find Miss Alabama, take a picture with her as a good luck charm, and Alabama won. Barely. It was a tough game, but we won that game. So I think it was really cool. But yeah, no, resort wasn't packed. Number one, this resort wouldn't be packed because it's kind of pricey. You know what I mean? So a lot of people. And the side of Cancun that I was on is not the party side. This is the side where you want to go. I mean, I'm 40. I'm not trying to go party and hang out and be that kind of fun. My fun is a little bit different. What is your typical signal chain? I use the Helix, so like honestly, the Helix, I don't know what the signal chain is because I had people, I just got different profiles and I just kind of fixed them up. So I'm not that kind of tech guy. I don't really understand or know what the signal chain is. That's not really my question. Now, when I did have pedal boards, I had the rig doctor set myself up because he's a good friend of mine and I was endorsed with Vertex pedals for a very long time. So he's the guy that I typically would take my stuff to kind of fix it. So he would know all that stuff. But I would highly suggest checking out the rig doctor. He's really dope. My triad video, no, it's not always played off of the 6 chord. I usually use the 6 chord and the 2 chord to do my triad movements. Hello, Kerry. What adjustments do you make when playing with a large group of instruments in the same frequency range as a guitar? If I'm playing in a large group, I know my assignment. So my assignment is I'm probably going to just be playing lines, and I'm probably just gonna be doing a lot of rhythmic stuff. That's what I would normally do. I typically stay in those general areas whenever I'm playing in a large group. How do you deal with butterflies or nervousness when you're playing live? So Gregory, I would say that comes from being super prepared. Like when I know what the gig is and I practice efficiently for the gig, I don't get super nervous. And I pray and I meditate. So usually I'm in a good headspace whenever I get to play. But nervousness comes from me like if I don't really know the music. That's when I'll get nervous. But the more I can prep and rehearse and know what I'm playing prior to, I'm good to go. And I pray and I'll be like, God, whatever I don't know, bring it to my hands or help me be able to hear it efficiently so I can play it effectively. And that's usually what I do, typically what I do. All right, I'm gonna take a few more questions before I have to get ready. Just ordered my autograph copy. Oh, that's what's up, David. I got you. Listen, I'm excited. I'm excited. That's what's up, Dave. Appreciate it, bro. Mr. Richardson, appreciate you, bro. Dum, 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 dum. Oh, Warren, that's what's up, man. Appreciate your support too, man. Like all my campers that are ordering the workbook, man. I appreciate y'all. You guys don't really know how much it means to me. And when we started the pre-orders, it was on my birthday. So just to see those orders come in, y'all definitely made me smile in a way that I haven't smiled in a long time. Do you ever try to sing your solo musical idea? Yeah, I posted a video where I talked about sometimes I try to hum out the melodies. So yeah, definitely I try to hum out the melodies and see how it feels and how it sounds. That's one of the ways that I hear some of the stuff sometimes. I hum it out first before I actually play it. Or I'm humming it while I'm playing it. So I can make sure I'm nailing the line down to make sure the idea is exactly how I heard it in my head. Last question, I'm really excited to be here. Sorry, it says, but what's the difference in soloing with shapes, then going off notes on the string. So for me, when you first start learning how to solo, I teach shapes and I teach positioning, because you need to know where to put your hands. It's like you got to figure out where to put your hands. And after a while, you want to start soloing off of tones, like the melody, because that way you have a little bit more knowledge and application of the fretboard. So you're not just held to just playing in specific spots or just doing the minor pentatonic shapes. You're able to hear melodies and be able to flow a little bit more. But initially when you're learning how to solo, yes, it's really important to just know where to place your hands and know where to get ideas from, because you don't know where to go. And that's very frustrating, in the beginning. I'm new to guitar, where do I start? If you're new to guitar, you should definitely go check out kerryscamp.com. You're a prime candidate for kerryscamp.com. So it's KERRYSKAMP.com. There's plenty of links in the comments that you should definitely check out. I look forward to you being a camper, and that way we can show you specifically what you need to do. Any good artist in your style to listen to, I need influences. Any good artist, go on Spotify and just type in what you're looking for. Please post your link of the book. The link of my book is in the comments. We've already posted it several times. Just go scroll back through it. I'm sure you'll see it. Kerry's Camp is on point. It's the starting point. Sweet, sweet, sweet. My hands get sweaty while playing, especially live. Any tips to dealing with that? Maybe you want to get like powder. You know how those NBA players, how they put like talcum powder on their hands when they get ready to play, so the ball doesn't slip. Maybe you want to try that. That's one thing. I think Jeff Beck used to do that all the time. So it's a way, it's a means to try to do it. Am I dropping any quartet tutorials on Kerry's Camp? No, I've done plenty of quartet tutorials on Kerry's Camp and the Gospel Masterclass, so you should definitely check it out. But no, I have no plans to do any more quartet lessons at the time. All right, listen, I love you guys. You guys are great. We just dropped the link in the comments if you're looking to know where to go. Check it out. I hope you guys will definitely support. I appreciate all your support that you guys have done so far. If you're brand new to the channel, please do me a huge favor and subscribe. Click the bell to be notified. If you want to support, not if you want to support, I need your support. I ain't gonna say if you want, I need your support. Help your boy out. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking pre-orders for my new workbook, and I would love for you guys to support. So it's Kerry's Camp, KERRYSKAMP.com/workbook. I'm also signing autographed copies, so if that's a thing for you, you want me to sign the book for you, you can go ahead and get your autographed copy now. If not, if you just want to support and don't worry about the autographed copy is not important to you, by all means, still support. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys have a great Saturday, have a great weekend, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.